Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. 2 nights in a row. How you doing, Nick?
You know, I was starting to get really nervous because I heard very quiet, soft chanting and hadn't realized you started up the game yet, and I thought I had just finally lost it.
God damn it, it's those Catholic missionaries again.
I can hear the voices in the crawl space.
We just want to talk to you. Oh, so how you doing, Nick?
I'm doing pretty good. I just had an entire glass of homemade turmeric tea, and anything that tastes that much like dish cleaner has to be good for your insides.
Yeah, you know, I always used to wonder, like, what's the secret of healthy eating, and, like, how do I, find a way to prep food that is both nourishing to my body, good for my waistline, and also delicious to consume? The answer is that fucking doesn't exist. If it tastes good, don't fucking eat it.
You know, I hate to say that old saying of what is it? If it tastes good, it can't be good for you, and vice versa. But you know, it is true. I mean, once I find a celery stick that tastes as good as honey, you know what? I'll eat those words.
Okay, so last time we humiliated Richter with the shield rod, and now we're on the quest for the holy spectacles in order to reveal Shaft for what he is. So you mentioned we have to obtain the spike armor, talk to Maria, and then head down the central part of the clock area, correct?
Yes, but I'm not even sure if it's just that, because I think that there's a dark area in the catacombs where you have to go in order to get the spike armor in the first place.
Okay. Hey, just so you know, Sarah is online with us. She says she made apple butter and she's saving you some. And she also laughed at me saying, yeah, like I would ever prep my own food.
Well,
that's what marriage is all about, Nick.
I love that she's got the devotion to get on Twitch to harass you.
Yep.
In front of literally
0 people.
You, me, and one of my dogs. No, Duncan's asleep.
Hey, this is beauty sleep. You wouldn't know, Nick. Oh, shit. Fucking eagle dudes, flea riders.
So, I am sure that you have looked in the news today, but have you heard that today is the 30th anniversary of Goodfellas?
Yeah, and literally nothing else in the news.
Literally nothing else transpired
nothing
on today,
happened.
Friday the 18th of September.
Oh, dear God.
Literally nothing else. So, on that note, what is your favorite...
Supreme Court Justice?
Your favorite part of Goodfellas?
See, shit. I always get that, mixed
Don't
up
tell
mentally
me you get
with
Goodfellas
Casino.
and Casino mixed up.
Yeah, I do. I always, retranslate them in my mind because Joe Pesci is brilliant in both of them.
Joe Pesci literally just ad-libs half of his stuff, and they just keep the camera rolling.
And it works, though. I mean,
it's true, though. He is excellent at ad-libbing.
all they had to do was tell him, act real intimidating towards Macaulay Culkin. The fucking maniac bites his fingers off, for real. Did you ever hear that story?
Was this Casino or was it Goodfellas?
Oh, this was Home Alone. he straight up actually bit Macaulay Culkin.
Wait, no. What?
Yeah, he bit the kid for real. Sarah says Goodfellas like the pizza. Well, I mean, yeah, that's literally where that brand comes from.
I'm going to debate you on that. I don't think that's correct at all.
I mean, it wasn't enough to, actually take one of the kid's fingers off, but he got him.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the pizza still.
Oh. Well, yeah,
Look, Joe
Goodfellas
Pesci is
pizza.
just a very devoted method actor.
Yeah, right. But no, the pizza is fantastic.
I don't think I've ever actually had the pleasure of having that pizza.
I think it's a
which is a
smaller
really
chain.
weird way to say that.
But we've got one here in Bloomington, which, if you ever come to pick up your coffee...
of course you do. It's Bloomington.
It's Bloomington.
Garden of Plenty.
We're the freaking Shelbyville to your Springfield.
Yeah. Never was there more an apt analogy. All we have in Defiance is the worst Pizza Hut in the state.
But you know, you're actually only about an hour away from what I consider to be the best Pizza Hut I've ever been to, which is in Port Clinton, Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good thing about Defiance is it's only half an hour away from everything else.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of a nice.
We are getting our own Chipotles finally.
Oh, really? Chipotle?
After all the E. coli scares, yeah, we finally get our own Chipotles.
A chai pottle.
Chipotle, I don't know. Nuclear, I get them confused.
You know, when I go to chai pottle, I love to read me some Don Quixote.
That joke will never, ever get old.
I'll never forget being in, like, probably, the 6th grade and actually saying that and just embarrassing myself, and so I... Oh, shit. Sarah also brings up something else in the chat here, Nick. Are you emotionally ready for this?
Oh, I was just waiting for you to take a breath. Yeah, I saw when this happened, the day it happened. I was pretty broke up about it. So It's back to the Sahara Mart, huh?
Well, the Sahara Mart and
burned down, right?
Shit, what's it called? Fresh Time.
Fresh Time.
Hey, look, we're fighting Orlocks.
Hey, it's Nosferatu.
Hey, look, Orlocks. Should we shield rod him? I'm gonna shield rod him.
I mean, like,
we don't have to.
Give his sprite a few seconds to. You know what? You've already pretty much finished him.
Oh no.
So, as I understand it, with Lucky's Mart having closed, that was basically because, like, what, Kroger's was the majority shareholder, and they just decided, it's not working out.
Yeah, no, Kroger bought Lucky's with the deliberate intention of taking it out.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
What an odd strategy.
And then, like, they did, like, this whole ad campaign, now you can eat fresh with us. Like, holy shit, dude. That was brutal. Sarah says fresh time is a lie, and she cried in the store when it closed.
The timing of Kroger suddenly setting themselves up to be a
health
common
food
man's,
mart. Yeah.
Whole Foods was just certainly strange. Kind of like how John Boyega suddenly started wearing all the African attire after Star Wars was over.
After people began to protest the fact that he was black, yeah. Oy, oy, oy.
Kroger is horrible.
Echo of... Oh, that'll get us through the dark cavern.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so I was half right.
Yeah. No, you were right on the money. We just needed the... I just remembered that if we were going to do the echo thing, we needed... Or if we were going to do the cavern, we needed the echo.
You know, I don't know what I loved more about Lucky's. The fact they had an extensive cheese section with probable real Parmesan, or the fact that they would sell you $4 worth of squeezed orange juice for $2.
Yeah. Oh, all caps from Sarah. Kroger is a piece of crap.
You know what? I remember once I was house sitting for you guys in Indiana, and I got Kroger sushi and got horrifically sick.
Yeah, like
that's my Kroger story.
I do remember that, actually. Here, Nick
because
came
all
to
I did was
Bloomington.
complain about everything when you got back, and then realized it on my drive home.
Hey, Nick, are fountains supposed to bleed?
At midnight, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Must be midnight then. Valhalla night. That horse.
And I like that there's no space.
Right. That horse has to be fucking terrified. Where are my legs? Come on. Okay. So you're gonna have to remind me where to get into the subterranean cavern.
I mean, I would have to think it's the lowest part of the castle. I mean, where haven't you gone yet there?
Ooh, sword card. I'm gonna.
You know what the worst part is? I was just left clicking my mouse to bring up your map.
Nice.
Which makes no sense.
I love the sword card because, like, at this point we don't exactly need to be doing extra damage, but here we are.
It's nice to have him. It makes me feel like we've arrived.
Right. Now, how do they level up? Does he actually have to kill in order to level up, or is it just like spend some time with him and he'll get there?
I think he has to do the killing, but I could be wrong. But I mean, you're never going to give him a chance, anyways.
No. I
so
mean, he's
as
not
long
even
as
trying.
as long as Sarah is in chat, I have to ask her opinion. What is your opinion on turmeric tea?
Okay, question of the hour, honey. Turmeric tea. Yay or nay? Give her a chance to respond here.
Odds are 50-50. She's going to say that.
Arby's has a new prime rib cheesesteak. Throwing the wild card at you.
That is honestly the most manliest thing that anyone could have said in reply.
Turmeric tea? Fuck tea. Cheesesteak.
Go get yourself some prime rib cheesesteak.
Like a fucking man. Nick, come on. That was awesome, honey.
Oh gosh, I'm literally crying here. That's great.
We actually had some really excellent sandwiches for dinner. Have you ever been to a Dagwood's?
No, but I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, I mean, like they do like in-store lunch meat to Dagwood Deli. I've never had their meatball sub before. It is phenomenal. Like one of the best meatball subs I've ever had, and I've had some pretty good ones.
You know, I had a meatball sub once from Subway and realized I had no business ordering that because
Subway had no business making it.
Yes, exactly.
You know what, Subway? God. If you're not going to care, why the hell should I?
You know, strangely enough, I've heard... Oh, God, we're about to go full circle. The healthiest fast food you can get is actually Arby's.
Oh, really?
Go figure.
Well, yeah, I guess you could get... Yeah, their roast beef is probably pretty much just lean protein, I imagine.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They're not referring to the jalapeno poppers cooked in
Yeah,
oil,
no.
So.
Sarah says in response, turmeric, it's good for you, add honey.
You know, it's true. It's like one of those wonder things, which is what attracted me to it. Because I'm trying to keep my old man arthritis under control. But no, it was so weird. I brewed my own turmeric today, and I took a sip of it, and I was surprised just how
love how upset
lemony and fruity it tasted.
Yeah. Turmeric can be... It's kind of it's one of those chameleon things.
It's very, very potent. It was tolerable. It didn't offend me, so I guess I'll keep doing it.
All right.
Wasn't a fan of putting the pepper in there, but God, leave that poor Al Knight's Al alone. That's all he has. It's like his scene eye dog. It's like his service dog.
I think I just took the Gravekeeper's head off. Well, this was a waste.
Well, you took his green tea.
Yeah. Oh, I love the sound he makes. Here, this'll level up my sword.
We have to go deeper, Chris.
Come on, sword. Oh, for God's sake. Whatever. Okay, so, I'm noticing on the far right in the bottom of the map, or at least as far right down as I've been, it looks like there's a long shaft with a, door to the side. I think that's where I need to go, roughly? Is that correct?
That is my guess. Not that I'm currently looking it up.
If it takes me more than 20 minutes, go ahead and look it up, but let's explore. That's half the fun of these games, right? Doing some exploring.
Well, I'm going to look it up very quickly, and then I won't say anything until you prompt me.
But you'll start giving, like, really subtle hints. Nick just starts speaking in riddles.
By ear.
Down you should go. There you will know. Where the waterfall becomes snow. What the fuck are you saying, Nick?
It's late on a Friday night. I don't have to impress anybody with rhyming. Who do I look like? Rudy Ray Moore?
What the hell's Rudy Ray Moore?
You don't... He's the single best black comedian. I'll put it that way. You've never seen Petey Wheatstraw?
Oh my God, dude. You're throwing a lot of names out at me here.
I had a lot of time to watch movies during the quarantine this year.
Oh, okay. You know, I've started... I realized recently that pretty much anymore, I almost exclusively watch superhero movies. And, like, I don't consider myself, you know, a man of the world or of any kind of high culture. But I also don't consider myself so lowbrow that all I can take in is basically the McDonald's of the cinematic world. You know, so I've decided, and right as I say that, Marvel's Avengers installed version 1.07. God damn it. God damn it, Marvel.
Oh, please go on with your points about how you're not a
it's like it knew. It's like it knew I was talking about it. Oh my God.
The machine is alive.
Holy shit.
No, but please finish your points.
Sarah says this is because I'm internally 6 years old. That's true, but anyways, so my point was I decided I would, hey, gravity boots, nice.
Can I just make a very succinct point that I noticed today? Arby's was bringing back some sort of like
Sexy?
toy.
Oh, never mind.
It was like some sort of toy you could get for a kid's meal based on a 90s cartoon that only 30-year-old people that grew up in the 90s are going to want. And I was talking to my little brother Dre, and I said, Dre, what kind of weird world is this where when we go to Arby's, the adults get the toy in the kids' meal, but the kids just throw the toy away because they can't be bothered with that crap?
Right? What is this garbage? So anyways, I ended up deciding, like, I'm going to start watching something, anything different, you know? And, tried to expand my horizons a little bit, but I really decided that I need to finally fucking see Blade Runner, which I have not seen somehow.
That's so funny because that popped up on my radar recently too.
Yeah, so I want to see it just because, you know, I want to know what all the hype is about, and I love Harrison Ford. But
this is actually one of his worst movies.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's also a bit of a nightmare because who directed Ridley Scott.
Yeah, so I know there's like 5 different cuts of it, right?
Yeah, because Ridley Scott kept on messing with it and changing the ending and whatnot.
Like you do.
Well, no, like Ridley Scott will do. Well, Ridley Scott gave us Alien, so I'm not gonna complain.
Alien I've seen, but so anyways, I finally like dedicated myself, like, yeah, I'm gonna see this fucking movie. You can't fucking see that movie. Like, it's not on any of the streaming services. Like, nothing. And I'll be damned if I'm going to pay $20 for a fucking rental of it. Because now the
different
physical
streaming services and you can't find...
Blade Runner, yeah.
Which I find believable. Okay, well, let's see.
So, anyways, my point was, like, I was like, okay, so I can just rent it, right? Well, the problem is, like, digital rental services are now charging, like, more than... you know, actual brick and mortar rental places were ever charging because they've killed brick and mortar rental. So, so what are you gonna do? Nope, did I lose you, Nick?
Oh no,
Okay.
I was curious about where you can stream Blade Runner.
If it's like one of Warner Brothers' pet projects, it seems like it might be.
I feel like it would not be Warner Brothers. Doesn't like Warner Brothers have a separate streaming service called Warner Brothers Vault for anything pre-2000? That's where I think it would be.
I don't know, but because it's Warner Brothers and they are insisting that they're gonna go fucking toe-to-toe with Netflix and Disney Plus, like, yeah, I'm just waiting until their streaming service
fails
and they
shop
shop
Blade Runner,
out.
the final cuts on Amazon for $3 rental.
Oh, $3. Okay.
$3.99. I'm sorry.
Should have fucking checked Amazon. Damn. All right. That seems fair. Now, which cut is it though?
The final cut.
Final cut. Okay. So I assume this is like as definitive as it gets.
Final cut. Just ignore the stupid part with the unicorn, and you'll be fine.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not because it seems legit.
Oh God, I wish I were not being serious, but I am.
Unicorn. All right, cool.
Somehow Ridley Scott managed to change the entire meaning of the ending by throwing a.
I'm down. Let's get fucking unicorn. That's cool. Sarah asks, "What's that?" Blade Runner is a dystopian. Oh, I remember this part. The succubus. Blade Runner is a dystopian sci-fi, as far as I understand it, about a man who. I believe he ends up with some kind of human cargo. Am I remembering that correct, Nick?
No, you're thinking of the Transporter.
Transporter, okay.
Blade Runner is about Harrison Ford as a hunter who hunts human-like androids.
Ah, okay.
No, Alucard, stay away!
Mother!
It's all right. If my death can
you know,
save others,
I don't understand why in the PSP version of this, which is what this is ported from, they changed the bad voice acting with other bad voice acting.
Hear my last words.
It's kind of like Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, right? Like, oh, the voice acting was so bad. Let's redub everything with bad voice acting.
Yeah, right. Like, who was so offended by the original that they thought this sounded good by comparison? I mean, at the very least, the original one had, like, some, you know, flair to it. Sarah gives us the thumbs down on Blade Runner. You're going to watch it, honey.
Alucard, what's wrong?
It's a good classic movie, like Goodfellas.
What do you mean? I am
To Sarah's point earlier, which I did not ignore, that is a very accurate description of turmeric by describing it as umami. Now, that is the only way that you really can describe it. It's, you know what I like least about turmeric is that everything it touches, it turns like radioactive yellow.
Right.
And I'm like, well, this has got to be healthy. It's eating through the pan.
So, without the benefit of 90s scan lines on our TV, I'm noticing that the succubus just straight up isn't wearing pants.
I always assumed it was a thong of some sort.
Nope. She's straight up raw dogging it.
Oh, wait. No, you're right.
I mean, holy shit.
Boy, make those pixels work, I guess, right? How has this battle lasted more than 10 seconds?
I don't know. She seems to be, never mind.
There we go.
Have you ever seen the actual artwork, like, beside, like, the face that you're seeing right here, but, like, blown out and like, given full proportion? Like the official Konami art?
Should I be typing this into
No, not without safe
image
search. Her boobs are just straight up, like, hanging out there. It really caught me off guard because, I went through a phase in high school art class where I was, like, copying video game artwork, like all of my favorites, like Final Fantasy, Yoshitaka Amano and stuff. And, you know, I got to Castlevania, so I started searching for, you know, Castlevania Symphony of the Night artwork. Big old titties, like, right on my computer screen, right as my dad walks in. It was pretty awesome. It was a pretty great day.
That's usually how those things work, right? Then you try to say, no, I swear it's for an art project. Really, truly.
Yeah, no, Dad, please. My pants were dirty. I had to take them off. Oh, God. And this is why we're going to hell. But no, like, so, like, this is a pretty mainstream video game, right? Like, nothing that would indicate, like, they would commission a piece of art, like, okay, so we're not...
Wait, are you still going on about this?
Yeah, so like, here's Konami's thought process, right? Like, clearly, because this game is rated T for teen, we're not going to be able to put this in the instruction manual, but we want you to just draw, like, the succubus, like, as naked as you can possibly make her. And then no one will ever get to see it. I mean, until someone digs up the official artwork from the internets.
Yeah. Japanese have somewhat of a more liberal view of what can be included in games.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, and it's just boobs, but at the same time, like, who pulled the trigger on that one, you know? Sarah says, I
literally
hate
have
you.
nothing to follow it up with, Chris, so you have to choose the next subject.
Nick, what's your favorite,
Goodfellas line? Scene from Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Like I opened the episode with?
Yeah, what's your favorite scene from Goodfellas? Alternatively, what's your favorite sex scene from Goodfellas?
Well, there were none, and I'm starting to get the feeling that you did not watch Goodfellas.
No, I that was going to be my question. What was your favorite sex scene in Hollywood cinema?
So anyways, going back to Goodfellas.
Goodfellas?
I mean, obviously you can't pick the one long unbroken shot of them going to the kitchen because that's everybody's favorite scene.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm going to have to go with, I love the scene where Robert De Niro is trying to kill Henry Hill's wife, maybe, possibly, telling her, hey, I own a store down the corner. We got some free dresses there. Just, walk inside and, tell my guys I sent you. You don't know if he was trying to have her whacked or if he was trying to give her free coats. I loved the vagueness there.
Right? That's awesome. Man, it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
For when Henry and Joe Pesci's character are sitting in the car talking about going on a double date while waiting for the Copacabana to catch on fire.
Yeah.
For the insurance fraud.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to rewatch this. Oh, God. Frogs are, like, second only to the Flea Men. And I guess I don't have the thing that keeps me from getting hurt in water.
Well, I mean, do you really need it?
Well, to get behind the waterfall, I think I do.
No, I don't think you do.
I can just tough it out?
I think so. Show me your map real quick.
What are you looking for?
Okay, sorry, I was looking on Twitch. 1 second here. Yeah, you're on the right. You're on the right path.
I figured. I figured it was probably somewhere around the waterfall.
Okay.
Ish.
Oh, maybe he's not.
Huh. Oh, maybe he's going the fucking exact wrong way. Screw you guys. I'm a bat now. That fucking.
Wait a second. Go
Something
back.
appeared by the wooden bridge. All right, cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. You need to go back to your rights.
Okay.
This
Can
has
I-
nothing to do with the water.
Can I go behind the waterfall at all?
You can. There's an item down there, but yeah.
Ugh. Hey, I got some secret boots. What's so secret about them? I forget what the secret boots do.
They probably do something funny. I don't know.
Does it allow me to walk on water? I seem to remember that.
No, I think it's like an item that you put on, and it's got like some strange little quirk that you activate somehow.
Oh, it discreetly increases height. That's what
So
it
it
is.
makes you taller. You might
It's-
as well put them
all
on
it
for
do-
funsies.
All it does is stretch out his sprite.
Yes.
Wish I was a baller. That's a great achievement. Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller. Oh god, that's hilarious. Leave it to Konami to actually have like one line of wit in this game.
I was actually thinking it was a Seinfeld quote from the Ziggy cartoon.
Nope, just some good old 90s funk rap.
Hey, a shiitake mushroom, but you don't have to get it.
You don't have to get any item in this game besides like swords and armor. Just- As much as I love this game, it did run a little on the easy side. Or I guess more like just there were so many ways to break it.
No, it just ran on the easier side. There was it was a cool, fun game to explore, but there was no real challenge to it at any point.
Yeah, I think it was more just the novelty of like, you know, this was like a 2D platformer taken to an extreme that it had never been taken before. Like we had Super Metroid, which I think up until this point was probably like the biggest like 2D side-scrolling
You
world.
are probably going to need to turn your sword summon off because you need him to blow up the bridge.
Yep.
You need a dead Donkey Kong there.
Dead DK.
I'm sure there's a DK joke.
Okay, let's try this again. Fuck you, frog. God damn frogs. No! Really? Alright, now. Oh. And then there's just the parts of these games that are just grueling.
Isn't too bad. You just let him get close enough, and there you go.
Do it.
It's not difficult.
I guess I have to take the hit. Whatever. We're getting that health right back.
You can afford it.
Suck it, DK. Did you remember in Castlevania 64 when you literally fought that like gigantic ape skeleton? at
Ape
the very beginning?
skeleton? Yes, that was one of the best parts of the game.
It was also right there at the beginning too. I also like the
felt-
motorcycle skeletons. Here we go. Catacombs.
I felt the game was its strongest up until you leave the villa, at which point it just kind of started to feel like filler.
The villa was good. You know, people shit on that game. I loved it. Like I unabashedly loved N64 Castlevania.
Yeah, not even unironically, it was a really fun, solid game.
Like, I think its only crime was just not being coming out after Symphony of the Night.
Wrong game at the wrong time,
Yeah.
I guess.
And like, it was one of the only N64 games I can call to mind that had like a genuine sense of ambiance. And you're right, like some of the Science Tower and the Magic Tower definitely felt like filler, but like there were large portions of that game that were just expertly designed. The controls were kind of clunky, but they were designed to imitate, like classic NES Castlevania, which is why they felt that way. And it made platforming more of like a more of a deliberate challenge. Like even all these years later, I still have nothing but good to say about that game. And I think my favorite area was also the chateau at the very beginning, like the rose garden and the hedge maze. Holy crap, those were like iconic moments to me.
Yeah, they were excellent, marred only by some really kind of obtuse puzzle solving.
Yeah, like...
But aside from that...
The only part of the game that I genuinely hated, though, was the freaking nitrous potion that you had to...
The Castle Center. I also appreciated the Castle Center. That was also fun.
Castle Center was good, yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing with the nitro that you had to carry... Cool idea, but carried out to, like, a point of frustration.
Yeah, I don't even think it was a cool idea. Anytime that you're, like, slowed to a pace and forced to, like...
How about cool idea, but this might not be the right game for it? That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Feels more like something that should have been in a Sonic or a Mario game.
Gotta go slow? Oh my god!
Right? I run it. It's a character arc.
What the fuck? No! I can't do this! No, Mario know a jump? Oh my god! Oh god. Sonic can't run, Mario can't jump.
It's a beautiful combination.
That it is.
But yeah, I'm really surprised you've never played Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. It's like the director's cut, essentially, of Castlevania 1 with all the stuff in there they didn't get to put in.
Yeah, I did give it a rental one time, and then I just never got back into it, which is weird because I really appreciated the character of Cornell, and I liked how he attacked compared to Carrie and Reinhardt.
Well, you actually play through Carrie and Reinhardt's campaign over again.
Right, yeah, which is interesting.
Hey, hit the bottom left-hand corner of that room real quick. I think there's an item down there. Try sliding?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I guess not.
Maybe up here? No?
You can't slide?
Yeah, no sliding with Alucard.
Oh, okay. I must be thinking of
Richter.
every other game.
Every other game ever made, yeah. So, Nick, when are you going to be taking us through Hollow Knight?
Well, there's no point because I already beat it on this channel.
You beat the boss rush mode. That is not the same as actually
That's
going...
really what the whole game is about, though.
It's about the journey, and you fucking know. I hate this monster.
Go to your left first.
Where's Skeleton? With his weird, like, pulsating rib cage.
Which is weird because where basically is the prefix for human, so it just means man skeleton. That is in no way a man skeleton.
You speak truths, Nick.
Kind of on the ball this week, I'm noticing.
Yeah. It's amazing what a difference a few extra hours of sleep will make.
Sleep is absolutely vital to everything.
Bloodstone. Yeah, I've recently been making a more deliberate effort to get more sleep, and it's amazing how much better you feel.
Yeah, well, I sacrifice quite a bit to try to get my 8 hours. Otherwise, I realize I just don't function as well.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking any chances with COVID-19 and whatnot.
Yeah, seriously.
Sleep is one of the best things you can do for your immune system.
Right. Sarah claims this skeleton looks like Pooh, and now I can kind of see it.
Oh, Pooh the dog.
Oh,
right. Okay, so that reminds me. I'll meet you halfway on the Hollow Knight thing. I'm thinking for October... I love these skeletons.
I know, it's like, oh my god, they've killed our deity!
The Ark of the Covenant skeletons. I love it. I love it. Anyways, I'll meet you halfway. I won't do Hollow Knight, but I'll do something similar, and it'll be more Halloween appropriate.
Okay, cool.
I'm thinking of running through a playthrough of a game called Citadel.
Citadel.
Yes. Look it up if you want. It's a 2D side-scroller in the spirit of Hollow Knight, but... Well, look it up. It's one of those hardcore side-scrollers that you seem to enjoy watching me play through.
I did really enjoy Count Lucanor the other year. That was 2 years ago now, wasn't it?
Yes, that was a fun game. A little bit heavy on reading, which is not our strength, but
it is interestingly enough quite difficult to do a lot of reading while also streaming. Unless you're solo streaming and like reading every line to your audience and actually.
That is a valid point, because if you're trying to talk about the game and then stopping for reading, yeah, valid point. I never thought of it from that perspective.
God, bless America. No!
I guess you're stuck with the axe now.
Well, the axe.
Look at him run.
The axe was what I wanted. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Love it.
Oh, whoops. No. How do I,
I would say it's X on your controller, but I don't know what goofy button setup you have.
The hell? Let's try this up. Okay, Echo of Bat. Use it. Okay, thank you. Use radar as bat. How? Special seems to be R, so... Yep, there it is.
There we go.
Alright, now to not be a bat for a few seconds while my MP refills. Otherwise I'm fucking dead, and that would be embarrassing.
Do you have issues keeping your mouth quiet? I think it's more of an issue of when he's moved by a mood of passion, he just can't keep his enthusiasm under control.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Can you tell I wrote a resume today and had to rethink every word I was putting in it?
I'm a passionate man. Boy, the MP bar on this game is like watching grass grow.
Or paint dry. Or watching paint chip. We used to call that Texas wall candy.
Texas wall candy?
I don't know where that came from.
I remember in, what was the... Chris Farley had two great movies in the 90s. It was either Black Sheep or Tommy Boy, where they kept asking him, did you eat a lot of paint chips as a kid? Why?
You know what? I've never seen a Chris Farley movie now that I think about it.
You kidding me?
No.
I mean, there's really only two games in town. So, see one or both of those, they're hilarious.
Well, it was Chris Farley, or if you waited just a little bit longer, you got the period of good Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, no, they were kind of about the same time. In fact, Chris Farley was in a lot of Adam Sandler bits. But
he was?
No, yeah, Chris Farley and Adam Sandler were pretty tight.
Huh. That's like watching George Foreman take on Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Out of the two of them, I think I prefer Tommy Boy a little bit. I like the road trip storyline, but Black Sheep is also quite hilarious. Those were the two Farley and Spade duos.
Wendy's has a pretzel burger.
Yes, and dude, funny story.
It sounds interesting, but nothing will ever top the KFC Double Down sandwich.
Oh, the Double Down. Hey, there's the spike breaker. So 2 weeks ago, I saw that they had the pretzel burger at Wendy's. I was like, oh, hey, that sounds kind of delicious, and I'm running late.
Is it good? I was going to say, because it sounds good.
Well, I don't fucking know, because I ordered it, and they gave me a goddamn grilled chicken sandwich. Like, I assume it was an accident, but part of me was thinking, like, the lady in the drive-thru line just saw me, was like, God damn, you need to lose some weight. Here, eat this instead.
Which hypothetically probably would have been more carbs, but...
All right, look at him panicking.
I say we just let the panic skeletons go free because they've earned it. Look at that look of terror on his face.
Hey, the sword familiar got him.
If we still did thumbnails for episodes, that would have to be ours for this episode.
You know, if you can find a place, if you can rip the sprite off of Google, I will gladly put him in the thumbnail alongside our portraits for this episode.
And go.
I will make that happen.
Who looked up all these pictures of the succubus?
Right? Oh my god. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, this is less than good. Oh no, you're fine.
We made it.
Well, actually, Chris, you were supposed to put on the spike breaker.
I don't even care. That was so graceful, I don't even care. You must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a guarding typhoon. Oh god. Have you seen live Mulan?
No, but I heard it bombed harder than... Well, God, I'm not going to say that. I heard it bombed pretty hard for pretty deserved reasons.
Well, the only reason I haven't seen it is because I'm not going to pay fucking $30 for a single movie.
It also one of such mediocrity.
Well, that's the thing. I've actually kind of enjoyed Disney's live renderings. Like, I really liked Aladdin, and the Beauty and the Beast one was good too. But
I heard this one was just very mediocre, and from what I had read, I wasn't impressed.
But you know, I wouldn't pay $30.
They took out the leader of the Hun and replaced him with the witch.
Oh, cool. I wouldn't pay $30 to watch a movie in my house like if it were the fucking Godfather.
Oh, did I lose you, Chris?
Oh, hello? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Let's fix Discord here. Hello, hello? Can you hear me now? All right.
Now.
Yep, I can hear you.
How incredibly weird. At least Discord's legion of problems are easy to fix.
Yeah, Discord just really likes to do its own thing.
Hey, wait a sec. Why don't you go down there and kill Legion?
Well, where's Legion? Oh, for
Down
God's
there?
sake. Yep.
Down there?
Well, wait a sec. Maybe I should do the save. Yeah, the save point's close by. Yeah, let's kill Legion.
Just for the fun of it.
We've got the sword familiar, and that's pretty much like his moment to shine.
You know, that is very true. Plus, the shield rod will absolutely waste him as well.
Oh, yes. Lest we forget.
I mean, there ends up being no contest there.
But anyways, my comment about Mulan, like, it can be a mediocre movie. It can be the best film ever made. I'm not going to pay fucking $30 to, you know, watch it in my living room. You know?
Well, I mean, $30 is about what you would pay to take a whole family out to a movie theater these days.
Yeah, but that's not what you're doing. I'm sitting watching it on a small screen with a sound bar. You know, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I understand the reason for the pricing, but I'll be damned if I'm going to support it.
It's like seeing a movie in the theater, but without having to put up with everybody in the theater.
Yeah, but at least in the theater, you are paying for, you know, like the large screen, the high quality sound, the I don't know. Like there's still a certain magic of cinema to me that I'm not getting at home.
Valid point.
But at the very least, like maybe $10, $15, sure, it's a brand new release, but $30, holy shit, like that's like an actual budgetary consideration for some of us. You know?
Especially for just a 2-hour movie, I suppose.
Yep. And let's be real, I'm not going to watch it more than once for $30. Damn.
A lot of people aren't going to watch it even that.
Yep.
Like I said, I wasn't particularly impressed with the changes they had made to the movie, so...
I like the original, and from what little I saw of like the actual preview of it, it looked like they had some decent kung fu thrown in there, so I'd be down for that. But again, just not for the price that they're asking. Ballroom mask.
This castle doesn't actually have a ballroom, if I recall.
No, not that I'm aware of. They have those dancing ghosts at some point, I think. Or is that one of the other ones?
That is Castlevania 4, otherwise known as Super Castlevania.
Let's see. I've been ignoring Sarah here. Wendy's has a pretzel burger. Popcorn smell equals magic. Oh, that's why Sarah likes going to the movie theater. So there was that really great one in Fort Wayne when we lived there.
Carmack, yeah.
Yeah, it was absolutely the best movie theater I've ever been to. And one of the things that they did that was so magical, I'm pretty sure they actually pumped the scent of popcorn throughout the entire, like, air ventilation system.
Some people do that because it drives sale of Coca-Cola products.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess it all depends on the company you keep in the theater.
Yeah. No, all I know is that year we lived in Fort Wayne, we probably went to the theater like more times then than just about any other. And the crazy
I
thing,
would too if I lived close to a theater like that.
the crazy thing about that too was we didn't like see matinees or anything. We usually went on Friday nights for date night, and it was actually less expensive than a lot of like the small town theaters that I've been to.
For a matinee on a Friday?
No, not a matinee. Like just their regular ticket prices were much more affordable than other movie theaters that I'd been to.
Huh.
And granted, it was packed full every single Friday, which is probably how they could afford to charge lower ticket prices. But
well, that makes sense if you know you're going to have a full house.
yeah, walk armor. My walking around armor.
What does that do?
Let's find out. They have a lot of like weird stuff in this game that's like not actually useful, like armor that makes you go really slow for some reason, which is what I'm guessing.
But they do tend to have like a quirk of some sort.
Yeah. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that was what that is.
I think it actually just forces you to walk constantly.
Yeah. Oh no, defense increases with map coverage. That's actually pretty useful. So like if you fill out the entire map, I think that becomes the strongest armor in the game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can't memorize everything. Close.
Very, very disappointing, Nick. I'm sorry. Here's how I kill Legion. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Oh, shield rod time.
Yeah,
I feel obligated to let the sword familiar, though, do a little bit of the work, just because...
A lot more intimidating when you
look how much fun he's having.
I love the amount of screaming that I'm hearing.
Hot damn. Boy, poor Legion. Let the bodies hit the floor. Whoever was doing the achievements for this game was having a lot of fun, clearly.
You know, if this has been ported over to the PlayStation, how come it never made it to Steam? That's what I want to know.
This isn't on Steam?
No, it's not on Steam.
Really? It seems like...
That is correct.
Well, it is Konami, so just probably questionable business practices, but whatever. Yeah, we were poor that year, Sarah. Fort Wayne. We only had... So for the first 2 years that we were married, first we only had, like, my internship income, which was, like, about $1,000
I hear
a
interns
month.
make great money.
Yeah, no.
Wait, hold on a sec. I have that. I have that slightly wrong.
And then the second year in Fort Wayne, she definitely was making more than I was, but it was
hit the wall, Chris. Oh, I'm watching you on Twitch. Never
yeah,
mind.
you're watching me on Twitch.
I think there was an item behind where you got that sword.
Oh, really? I'll check it out.
I think so.
But yeah, the second year...
I like when I watch you on Twitch with the 5-second delay and think you're just blatantly ignoring me. Okay, never mind.
That's all right. Sarah says,
I have always wanted to try...
Poke?
Poke, yes. I thought it was poke, but...
I've been pronouncing it that way, too, and I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong, so I'm just...
I think you were right the first time, is that it's poke.
Yeah.
Yes, I've always wanted to try it, but there's nowhere to try it, and I don't feel like if I cook it, I'm going to do it justice, because I have nothing to compare it to.
Fucking come to
like,
Bloomington,
this
dude.
is how you make it... This is how correctly prepared poke tastes.
You know, come to Bloomington. We will have a food and wine fest. Right
okay,
here in our
look.
house.
If I come to Bloomington, I already have all of my wish list places allotted for the next visit. Okay.
Homie Hot Pot has started delivering because of the pandemic. Just so you know.
I have to go to Homie Hot Pot, and then I have to go to that like bizarre Joe's Crab Shack where they fry 20 pounds of seafood in front of you and fry it in butter. Like I have to go to those two.
Excellent. It sounds like we've got an itinerary. Just get down here. We don't have COVID. You're safe.
Well, you know, it is easier to travel in the fall, and, well, see what happens with that job I applied for.
Wait, did you tell me
about this? And I'd have to
this?
go to a pub place.
I mean, you did say you were writing a resume, but what have I heard about this job?
This just came available this week. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I'm almost positive I'll sit for an interview, and that's basically what I want from it.
Okay.
It's with an actual accounting house, so if I did get the job, it would probably double my income.
Holy shit, dude!
Like it's with a big company, so I feel like I'm probably qualified, but maybe not quite yet. But what the heck? Applying doesn't cost anything. Right?
I seem to remember very clearly thinking that being in our 30s would mean that this was the time where we were starting to get promoted to like the higher level jobs, but. Then the boomers just decided they were going to die in their offices. So
not from COVID-19 though. Of course.
Yeah, right.
But yeah. Anywho, no, I mean my current job pays well enough and very very simple work that I guess I'm good at. But this would be like a big kid job. So
right, yeah, and again, like I was always taught that in your 30s, that's when you get the big kid jobs, right? But yeah,
well, it's one of those things like, do you want to earn a lot of money or do you want to be happy? And right now, I'm happy. But
wait,
money's
money
good too,
money
so.
doesn't mean happiness.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy puppies, which is pretty much the same thing.
And seafood.
And seafood, that is true. I would like to finally have this house paid off next year. So.
I mean, I guess you can get inexpensive, cheap food. It'll just poison you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's called McDonald's.
Wait, McDonald's has seafood?
Oh, I thought you said something like seeing the food. My mistake.
Oh, no. I meant like actual seafood. Yeah, you can
well, yes, they do. They have a lobster roll in Maine.
Well, that's Maine. It's got to be... Even McDonald's in Maine has to be pretty decent. Okay, there's the yellow.
And gummy bears. Now, is she referring to McDonald's, or are we still talking about Bloomington?
She's talking about how money actually can buy you happiness, because it can buy you
that
gummy
is
bears.
True. That is very true. You know, I loved how, gosh...
It can also buy you all the drugs you need to be happy.
I loved how, Lucky's was basically like the Wonka factory, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We never took you to... talk about being too little too late, because the only time you were ever there was when we got married, but when we passed through...
When you and Sarah got married, right?
Sure. When we passed...
Okay, good.
Let's confuse whatever viewers stumble upon this. No, but anyways, when we got married, we passed through Merrillville, Indiana.
That's where the Albanese gummy bear
they have Albanese there, which is...
They had Albanese.
No, I think they rebuilt it.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah, Sarah says Albanese gummy bears are close to their quality.
Whose quality?
Yeah, I forget who we were talking about.
Was it Lucky's gummy bears?
Maybe.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Lucky's was selling Albanese gummy bears.
The funny thing about Albany is I'm seeing them everywhere all of a sudden. At least around here. Like gas stations carry them and everything.
I think it's one of those things where it's finally becoming popular enough that people are seeking them out, now that word of mouth is spread enough.
But yeah, the great thing about like actually visiting the confectionery there is that they have like a chocolate fountain.
Oh, yes, you told me about that.
A little fountain made of chocolate.
Yeah, well, you can bet that thing's been shut down due to COVID-19.
I think that may have been what caused the fire, so it might have been shut down before that. in what can only be described as the most bitter of irony.
Everyone's just like sitting around a table talking about how this happened, and like the guy who installed the fountain is like, I have no regrets.
Right.
I have no regrets.
When suddenly it catches fire and he's like covered in molten chocolate. No, 'twas my hubris killed me.
I flew too close to the sun on my molten chocolate wings.
Then they like fish his body out of the chocolate pool. And, sir, any last words?
Now we're just talking about the Oompa Loompas that drowned in the factory.
I still regret nothing.
Did you know? Sorry, Sarah's talking about how it was just the chocolate fountain that burned, but now I'm just picturing like the chocolate fountain just starts spurting flames.
Right. Oh, God.
Did you know that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, as long as we're on the subject, was filmed in Germany, and the Oompa Loompas were all little Turkish men?
Really?
Where is he?
The one
That's
I
fascinating.
saw was with the
Buckle up, my friend. Yeah, they wanted to get little German men, but there was like
Little German.
there weren't enough
That's
midgets,
impossible.
so they had to
You're
get
wrong.
Turkish midgets.
Yeah, Germany has no little man, bitch.
Also, an interesting fact: the director of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory had only ever directed
Porn?
documentaries up until he did that movie.
I like my answer
Okay.
better.
So now we've got the silver ring. Where's the gold ring?
Did I already get the gold ring?
I don't know.
No, I certainly didn't. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, I did. Would you look at that? Wear clock. In room. Nick, where should we go?
Oh, I heard where as in W-E-R-E.
No, what's the easiest way to get there from here? Straight down to my left, or do I want to go right?
Man, this game was really sparing with
Is that even the clock room that I'm looking at? Sorry, go on.
Hold on, I'm seeing you on Twitch. I need to see you.
Yeah.
Okay, there.
Okay,
I would
know,
go
I know
down
where
the
to go.
stairs to your left because it's a direct route.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you fall down pretty quick.
It is easier to go down than up, unless we're talking about climbing a sand dune.
Or Skyrim. In which
Or
case,
Skyrim.
you glitch the jump and then you die on the way down by accident. I was very thrilled to see that they pretty much just lifted the physics of climbing from Skyrim for Raft.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And just fly kick your way on down.
Right? Seriously though, I want to do that. Like, if I had nothing to lose, I would do this. Just jump down a staircase.
As a child, I had like a couple dreams where I did that, and it felt exactly the way you would think.
Yeah, like no consequences, right? Because it's a dream and everything's fine. But and the funny thing is, when you're young, you don't understand like how frail your body actually is. So like, there were a couple times where like I considered trying like a dramatic jump down a staircase, but I always pushed
When
out.
you're young, that's when your body is very not redundant.
Redundant. I know what you're looking for, but I can't think of it.
There's a very simple R word.
Resilient. There we go.
Resilient, yes.
We're not smart men, are we, Nick?
Yes, we're very smart men.
I are smart.
Believe me, after working in a factory as the HR department for a year and a half, yes, we're very smart men.
Hey, we got a bat card to match our bat transformation. I'm sticking with the sword familiar. I do remember that the sword familiar levels up at an ungodly slow pace, though.
It does.
He is getting more aggressive, though. He's actually hitting enemies now.
He does. I think like once he hits intervals of 5, his like initiative stat, if you will, goes up.
I
mean, that's
like
what
my,
he's doing. Is he's literally taking initiative.
I like my Hellspawn to show a little initiative. I also love killing these guys. I mean, God, that's satisfying. And the funny thing is, like, let me see here. Can I take off the Alucard sword and just punch him?
Yes, you absolutely can, like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
No, watch this though.
It's like watching an Italian zombie movie.
I know, oh my god. Wait, I gotta do that one more time, okay? Like, look at Alucard's punch. It's like the weakest, girliest punch you've ever seen, right? Just...
There was nothing sexist about that.
But come on, like, that's straight up how little kid girls punch.
And you literally broke his back.
No, I didn't just break his back, I eviscerated it.
Like I said, it's all the delightful effects of a crappy Italian zombie movie.
Oh my god. You know, the best part about that is, in the Castlevania anime on Netflix, I love that, that even though Alucard has, like, his badass sword, and he can transform into a wolf and everything, when it came time to fight Dracula, they just fucking punched the shit out of each other. You know, like,
you're right.
Dracula
that is how
opened
that
with
all
like a
went
couple
down.
fireballs and the things that you would expect him to do, but then
Well, you gotta save something for, season 5.
right. But then he just decided, no, I'm gonna.
I mean, what do you want this to be, like Superman, Man of Steel?
Damn it, I went the wrong way. Shit, I thought the room that I was just in was the clock room.
Well, if you keep going down, you'll eventually get there.
Okay.
So.
Keep heading down.
Down is a fairly simple direction to... Yeah.
Huh. The funny thing is we've been in the clock room this episode already, and I'm just like blanking hard on where it is.
It's a big castle.
I think we're on our way to it, actually. I think I was right. I just called it a little too early.
Yeah, it's to your right, isn't it?
Yeah, here we go.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. No need to panic. Okay.
So now you gotta put those rings on, and...
Alucard has to be fancy. Where did we get the gold ring?
I don't remember, and the thing is, I never remember where I get it from. Like, the silver ring takes all the effort. The gold ring, you just get somewhere.
Yeah. You just stumble across it and forget about it. Damn.
Oh, I was just reading Sarah's comment about the general creepiness of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Funner fact, that is the only Disney movie to show a actual animal being killed and still get a G rating.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the original or Johnny Depp version?
I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer.
Oh, Johnny Depp, then.
No.
No, Chris, no.
Chris.
No. Stop talking. Necklace of J.
The best way I've heard those two movies described was the Johnny Depp movie was about a Willy Wonka who never grew up and never stopped being a child, whereas the original with Gene Wilder was about a man who grew up and regretted having grown up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or lamented the loss of the innocence of youth.
Now, how come this elevator doesn't slam you into the ground like the other one?
Maybe OSHA only does a random sampling of elevators, and this is the one they came down on.
What's up, baby?
That voice, Maria.
I'm sorry.
Why is there a giant vagina on the wall?
He is with the enemy.
It makes more sense when it's
Richter
turned
Belmont,
right side up when the
in
castle is
Dracula.
inverted.
He must be under someone else's control.
Still a big old vagina.
We can't hurt him, whatever we do.
But
Oh, I'm
he
gonna
must
hurt
be
him.
Stopped.
Yes, but can you?
Nick, do you want to do 2 episodes tonight or just make this one slightly longer?
I got, oh, I forgot you had to fight her.
I mean, it's not a fight.
I have a breakfast I have to get to tomorrow.
Nice. Okay, so we'll just add an extra 10 minutes to this one then, and
Yeah, that's fine.
get into the
Oh,
inverted
well, no
castle.
wonder I'm so confused. You never fought her in the PlayStation version of this game. You only
You're
fought her in
stronger than I
the
am. You
Sega
can
Saturn
stay,
version?
Victor.
Yeah, which is what the PSP version is based off of,
No
but then it was
wonder I so
retranslated.
confused. She just gives you the glasses.
If it must be that way. Here, I found these. Take
It's basically just a way to show off her moveset.
And these are.
Because you can
Wear
actually
them, you
play
can
as
see
her
beyond
in the Sega
illusions.
Saturn version.
Actually, yeah, and in this version.
I go to find.
Oh, really?
Richter.
Well, that sounds very fun.
Stay
I wish Steam
and
would get
pray for
something
me.
like that.
Yeah. You know, it's, what, a $20 purchase on your PlayStation if you want to do it that way. And you-
I
and
haven't
you
had
get
my
the great
PlayStation
PS4
for a year and a
controller.
half. My sister pretty much owns it at this point. I mean, she got Dragon Quest IX for it, so I can't take that from her.
Do you think you'll eventually pick up a PS5?
Absolutely not.
Really?
I mean, I ask myself why. Why do I need to pay $600 for? I mean, I've already got a PC.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Sony
got
has
a
enough
PS4,
exclusives.
and everything I wanted to play on the PS4 eventually was released on the PC. I mean, I care nothing for graphics.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair. And I was going to say, Sony has just enough exclusives at this point that I still like. Now, granted, I am seeing
you
a
know
lot
what?
more of
I'm
those.
sorry. Fuck Sony and their exclusives. I am so tired of that. You know,
There's
what?
our Nick. There's the Nick we know and
You
love.
know what? No. All right. I hate the idea of exclusives because it creates artificial value.
Yeah, I agree, but at the same time,
by
like
restricting access.
There's enough exclusives though that they're restricting access to that I would still go.
Well, because that's all they have to separate them from the Xbox, the next one that's coming out at the same time.
Right. And that's just
if you're out of ideas, let's just start restricting the availability of software. Then is what it comes down to.
Now I've got to find the closest freaking warp point, which I think I passed over. I've got to go back to the clock room and go up through Orlox's quarters again. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up a PS5. I'm thinking.
Well, you let me know if it's worth the money. I would like to get the Demon Souls remake, but not for $660. I'm sorry, even with a stimulus check.
Oh yeah, the stimulus check. That's how I can justify it.
Yeah, that's probably that'll probably happen. So
Yeah, that'll be Trump's last ditch effort to try to buy your vote.
I mean, like literally, there's no guile or cunning in it. It's just a sugar daddy vote buy.
Right. Well,
I'll cash the check.
Like when he insisted that his name had to be on the check for those people who didn't elect to do direct deposit.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
here you go from Donald J. Trump, you loving president. Enjoy your free money.
And then the poor folks who didn't get direct deposit got those dumbass bank cards.
Yeah, well, no, we actually got a check because they
really.
There was a hiccup with our tax return. They had like our old address or something like that, and they never fucking corrected it. So
I probably should have told you guys at some point that I do tax returns professionally outside of Ohio, but
oh, nice.
Anyways,
but yeah, so they never corrected it, and because they were using the same processing for the the stimulus as they were for the refunds, they didn't correct it then either. And so they missed the direct deposit, and then they had to send us a literal check with that fucking maniac's signature on it.
Well, I mean.
Oh yeah, Sarah says, stamped. And there was a letter included with it talking about how wonderful Trump's administration is for our country. It was pretty lowbrow even for him.
I like how Sarah has put far too many T's and R's in there, as though when Trump was saying that, it sounded like he was having a stroke, which is how he typically sounds.
That's true. What a fucking asshole. Anyway, okay, so let's kill Richter. Well, I guess let's spare Richter.
Let's save Richter.
Save Richter. And then get into the inverted castle, and that'll be like the perfect turning point for this one. Let's see, where are the holy glasses? Where are the holy glasses? Oh, they're a helmet.
I was going to be a poll worker for the election this year, but the way things are looking, it might just be funner to have a watch party and get drunk with friends and watch this unfold.
That's when you should come. Excuse me. That's when you should come to Bloomington. All the coffee liqueur you can drink.
That's like on a Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
I'm just picturing me driving home very dejected with a pounding headache Wednesday afternoon.
I was gonna say you would have a great excuse to get the fuck out of town.
And having to take 2 days off instead of just one. Should have the election on a weekend.
I've been waiting for you.
Wait a minute, you're just gonna hurt me again, aren't you? I wonder if I can kill Shaft with the shield rod.
I feel like you got a 50-50 chance of murdering both of them.
I like those odds.
How much of a missed opportunity was Season 3 of Castlevania for not having Shaft in the monastery?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, they just had, like, random creepy bearded men.
They did absolutely nothing with it. Sorry. I seem to have soured on Season 3.
It felt
went too
incomplete.
dark for my taste.
To me, it just felt incomplete. I liked it okay enough, but like I really loved the parts with Trevor and Sypha, but
I'm really tired of compromising with things like saying, yeah, it's good except for
but like it's like they had interesting ideas that they didn't follow through on. Like nothing that they set up got delivered.
Well, the head writer of Castlevania has
Flip it,
absolute
reverse it.
control over the writing,
The
so
Master's ascension is at hand.
we've only just begun.
Put my thing down, flip it in reverse. Yeah.
Sometimes I really don't.
Palpatine.
Sometimes I really don't miss the 90s.
But no, you're right. All the stuff with was it Richter or was it Trevor?
Well, it was...
All the Sypha stuff was absolutely perfect, and I was able to forgive a lot for that.
Yeah. But, you know, Hector went absolutely nowhere. Alucard went absolutely nowhere. They introduced a great character with Saint Germain, and then never really explained anything about him, other than that maybe he time travels, and somehow Dracula knows him. I don't know.
And then he left because they couldn't pay the voice actor anymore because he was a real celebrity. Meanwhile, Sypha's voice actor, I think her filmography is having done the Winx Club on Cartoon Network, and yet she's amazing. Go figure.
You saved him, Alucard. Thank you so much.
Damn right I did. Don't you forget it. But yeah, like, I don't know, and even like the villains, like Carmilla and her.
Never mind.
Everything everything was just setting up for season 4 is why it felt complete.
so.
That's why.
Yeah, right.
Maria,
Like even the
take
vampire
Victor
ladies,
and
they just
I'll finish
fucking
this.
sat there
All right.
talking about
Good
like
luck.
all this cool stuff that was supposed to happen off screen. You know?
The whole point was, like I said, setting up for season 4 because they had to establish how they got an army so they can have the big army fight with Samael. That's not his name. With Isaac. With Isaac in season 4.
Right. Well, and then I guess
I don't know why I keep
I take
calling
back what I
Isaac
said. I didn't
Samael.
just enjoy Trevor and Sypha. I also enjoyed Isaac. But even Isaac, like his whole thing was that he
He had an arc.
he was hunting Hector, but they never quite got around to actually killing Hector.
Well, because he had no ability to go
No, I
after
know.
Hector.
I know. But-
that was the point, is he has to build his army so we can have the big, presumably obnoxious season 4 army undead battle.
You know, I'm kind of waiting for them to like actually do something with Hector. Like secretly, he's known how to kill this whole time. But
I was waiting for them to do something with Hector the entire time, but I just feel like they don't know what to do with them. So whatever they're going to do with Hector, I feel like they're just going to do with Isaac.
yeah. Well, at least Hector got laid in a very inconvenient way at the end.
Well, I mean, he basically is a professional juggalo now. Gigolo.
Gigolo.
Sorry.
I was gonna say,
I keep forgetting
Juggalo
there's
is
a very-
very different.
There's a very big difference between the two.
A gigolo and a juggalo, yeah. That's not exactly apples and oranges. Oh God, man! Fuck the '90s, right?
Oh my goodness.
God, have you ever like known an actual juggalo? They're the worst people. I'm sorry. Like, we may be alienating a potential, viewer base there, but God.
I have a juggalo story I'll tell you sometime, but not tonight.
Wait, were you the kid who posted the "I'm a Juggalo" video?
No,
I'm
but
joking. There was this like chubbier kid. He actually looked a lot like me when I was about his age, but he was doing like hardcore gangster rap, and the song was "I'm a Juggalo, bitch."
that's cute.
No, it really wasn't.
It's cute because it's cute like when a Fortnite kid tries to be hardcore.
Yeah,
It's like,
in
it's
that kind of
cute.
sad way. Yeah. Hey, library card.
Cute and pathetic in a way that I'm sure I was back when I was that age. So
I remember. Yeah, like some of the things that you'd think are badass when you're a kid just don't exactly hold up, do they?
To be entirely clear, even Aristotle complained about the youth of his age playing their lutes too loudly and not standing up at attention when their parents enter the dining room for supper.
And next time on Play the Hits, neither will we.
I just realized that sword's got a face on it, an angry face.
Yeah, you can never tell on the old PS1 days with the scan lines, could you? He's
This
just like
truly is the future.
he just kind of looks like an angry old man trying to return soup at a deli. Or a Trump voter. We'll see you next time, Nick.